It's finally open, the Woodleigh Integrated Transport Hub. But this one isn't just another place to catch a bus. It's air-conditioned, underground, and built right underneath HDB flats. It took years longer than expected to finish, but now that it's here, what's actually inside and why did it take so long to open? And does it live up to the hype? Let's dive into the newest addition to Singapore's transit system and see why this hidden interchange might be a game changer. So, first things first, what is an integrated transport hub, or ITH for short? It's basically LTA's term for a bus interchange that's not only fully air conditioned but also directly connected to an MRT station and nearby developments like malls or flats. It's the difference between sweating in the heat and actually enjoying your wait. If the place doesn't have an aircon, then it's just called a regular old bus interchange. That's the bar. But Woodleigh ITH takes it a step further. It's the first air-conditioned underground bus interchange built directly beneath public housing. And that's kind of a big deal. Located right in the heart of the new Bidadari Estate, Woodleigh ITH is more than just a place to hop on a bus. It serves as the transport backbone for a rapidly growing neighborhood, covering Bidadari itself, Joo Seng and Potong Pasir. And it's not just the interchange. The whole thing is part of an integrated development called Woodleigh Village, which includes 330 BTO flats, a hawker center, retail spaces, and access to Woodleigh Mall. Most importantly, it's linked seamlessly to Woodleigh MRT station on the Northeast Line, meaning residents don't need to walk long distances just to switch between bus and rail. It's all connected, literally underground. Let's get into the details. The interchange is located at basement 2 of the development and is part of the Serangoon UNOS bus package. It features 18 bus parking lots, 15 for standard rigid buses, and 3 for articulated ones. Those long bendy ones. The passenger concourse is built with 2 linear alighting berths and 3 boarding berths, all provisioned to support articulated buses. Access in and out is through a combined entrance and exit at Bidadari Drive. There are 6 pedestrian exits and underground passageways that link the interchange directly with Woodleigh Mall and Woodleigh MRT. Think of it like a train station but for buses, tucked neatly under your feet. Now, despite being a brand new facility, things are starting off small. Only 2 bus services currently operate from Woodleigh ITH. Service 146, which serves the Bidadari Estate, and Service 148, which connects both Potong Pasir and parts of Bidadari. But more routes are expected to launch as the neighborhood continues to develop. So if it feels a little empty now, just give it time. Or don't, and enjoy the quiet before it gets crowded. You might be wondering though, if the idea was floated so long ago, why did it take forever to open? Well, the history of this interchange goes back to 2014, when the Straits Times first mentioned it as a part of a new integrated transport and residential project in Bidadari. Back then, it was expected to open by 2019. That clearly didn't happen. In 2024, a new report came out saying it was now expected by end 2024, which meant a 5-year delay. But wait, plot twist. HDB then clarified that the actual target based on the awarded contract was 2021, not 2019. So technically, it was only a 3-year delay. Much better, right? The reasons for the delay were pretty understandable though. HDB cited significant engineering challenges, which makes sense considering they had to build a bus interchange, MRT connection, and everything else all in one place, underground. And on top of that, there was that whole global pandemic thing which didn't exactly help construction timelines. It turns out, integrating so many moving parts while navigating underground utilities and tight urban spaces is kind of hard. And here's something you might have missed. This place wasn't always called Woodleigh Integrated Transport Hub or Woodleigh Bus Interchange. In fact, earlier documents and signage referred to it as Bidadari Bus Interchange, including the Land Transport Master Plan 2040 and exit signs at Woodleigh MRT as recently as May 2023. It was only later in late 2023 or early 2024 that the name quietly changed to Woodleigh ITH. You can spot the new name in LTA's travel guide for the Alcaf Breeze BTO launch and in the poster for Bus Service 146. The reason? Probably branding, or maybe just because Woodleigh sounds cooler. Who knows? So, is this just another interchange? Not quite. Woodleigh ITH might be small, but it shows how even modest infrastructure, when done right, can actually improve daily life. It brings buses closer to homes, reduces unnecessary walking, and encourages public transport use by making it actually pleasant to use. It's functional, thoughtfully integrated, and fits Singapore's car-light vision pretty well. And with the Pasir Ris Integrated Transport Hub opening soon, this kind of setup might just be the new standard. What do you think? Should more of our transport hubs be built like this? Or do you still miss those old bus interchanges where you could fry an egg on the floor while waiting for your ride? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this video interesting, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to Tomorrow's Grid for more deep dives into public transport, urban planning, and how good design can make our cities better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next interchange.